Colorado High School Activities Association softball is on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network today from Strasburg High School. It's the Region 2 semifinals as the Brush Bee Diggers take on the Meeker Cowboys. I'm John Beltran, and this is an elimination game after Strasburg defeated Cedar Ridge in the opening game 16-4. The Bee Diggers are the 15 seed, while Meeker is the number 18 seed, which means the Bee Diggers are the designated home team for this game. 11-12 during the regular season. Meeker did have a better record, but they were in a weaker league. In the Western Slope, 13-8 overall. First pitch is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow locally from people you know. Equitable Savings and Loan. The pitch, squaring to bunt, laid down in front of the plate. It's fielded by Lefevre. Throw to first is going to be late. It's a base hit on the first pitch of the game to Maya Wren. A perfect bunt, and Lefevre did all she could do.
Second base, number 1, Ashlyn Ducey.
Here's Ashlyn Ducey. Batting third for Meeker is Kasten Dembowski, the left fielder. Ryan Mergelman hits fourth. The fifth hitter is another right-hander, Emma Bauer at first. Here is Ducey, the pitch. Squaring to bunt, lays it down foul behind the plate. The sixth hitter is Miley Chisholm, who's catching. Jade Miller hits seventh. The pitcher, Addison Knowles, hits eighth. And the DH Autumn Stallings will be hitting ninth. No balls and one strike. The Bee Diggers have made changes defensively to the infield. And squaring to bunt, and that one's taken up and in. Runner going to second to throw the slide, and in there, stolen base for Maya Wren. The Bee Diggers have Tegan Haluska at first. Reese Lambert is now the second baseman. Brisa Aguirre Garcia at third. Alicia Hernandez at short. They're trying to fix these issues defensively. The infield, Karima Castillo in left, Michelle Headley in center, Molly Wolf in right. And that one is a strike, top of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Avery Lefevre. Brianna Ludgate is behind the plate. The winner advances to the 16-team 3A state tournaments beginning on Friday from Aurora. The team that loses is done for the season. The pitch swung on and fisted right side of the second baseman. Lambert bobbles, tosses to first, and is that going to be... Yep, it's late. It'll be an error on Lambert. And the Bee Diggers, who've had defensive issues all season, commit their first error. 2 batters into the game here for
senior left fielder number 4,
Kasten Dembowski. And that was a ball with some English, but you've got to cradle that with your glove and your right hand. So first and third, already trouble for Brush in the opening frame. And the offering squaring to bunt. That one bounces in, and runner to second, no throw. So 2 in scoring position with nobody out for Dembowski. Since 2003, Western Engineering Consultants has been providing big firm product with small firm relationships. Visit westerneci.com. Swung on, grounded foul, right side. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kasten Dembowski. A bunt single and a miscue in the infield with runners at second and third and nobody out in this elimination game. The winner to play at 2:30 against Strasburg. Lefevre looks in. The Bee Diggers in their gold jerseys and the black pants. The pitch, and that's down and in. Count moves to 2-1. Meeker with black pants as well. And they've got that horizontal striping, almost Pittsburgh Pirates look, with black, gold, and white. The offering, swung on and grounded for a base hit into left field. 1 run is going to score. Ducey to third. She will hold up there. The throw goes all the way through. And to second is Dembowski. And Meeker leads 1-0 in the top of the first inning. Yeah, this team can certainly hit. There's no question about it. They proved that against weaker competition during the regular season.
From Meeker, shortstop, senior number 13, Ryan.
Hitting .382 as a team. Dembowski hitting .436 going into that at bat. And Ryan Mergelman, a senior, hitting .464, another right-handed hitter with 2 in scoring position. Swung on, grounded foul. That pitch was nearly in the dirt. Took a stab at that one. No balls and 1 strike. You always get the feeling when Brush is playing softball, they're going to win. It's going to be a high-scoring game. They've been involved in quite a few this year. 16-14, 15-13, 14-12. Not all wins. The pitch up and in. Lefevre just needs some defensive support. You don't mind if the other team beats you with base hits, but grounders in the infield have to be fielded cleanly. The Bee Diggers are playing the infield in, which is also a big risk in the early going. They haven't even hit yet. The offering bounces to the plate. Nice stab there by Ludgate. Ball 2, strike 1 to Ryan Mergelman. 12:15 start time, and we started on time because of the quickness and the expediency of the game between Strasburg and Cedar Ridge, won by the host school Strasburg, 16-4. The offering up and in. 3-1 with Emma Bauer waiting to hit next. And she's one of their weaker hitters, so you could pitch around Mergelman. And she's a tall right-handed hitter. She's got a big strike zone, but she's ahead in the count at 3-1. Lefevre to the plate, swung on and fouled back. 3-2. The Meeker Cowboys were 8-3 in the Western Slope. The Bee Diggers were 4-8 in the Patriot League, but again, many of the top seeds are out of the Patriot League and not the Western Slope. Many of the top 8 seeds, which is why we're here. And the 3-2. Swung on and grounded to short. Backhanded by Hernandez. Long throw to first, and that's going to be late. Now the throw to third and in there, and runners will be at the corners. It's an infield hit. Alicia really couldn't do much more than that. Scoring is Ducey. It's 2-0 Meeker. 3 base hits in the top of the first inning. And that'll send up Emma Bauer, a sophomore, hitting .270.
At the plate for Meeker, sophomore first base, number 2, Emma Bauer.
Yeah, if you were to grade the Bee Diggers in the areas of the game, defense would be the lowest grade. There's no question about it. I mean, it's been the issue all season for Brush. Bauer, another right-handed hitter. They've already committed 1 error in this inning. Lefevre looks in. 2-0 Meeker, still nobody out top of the first inning. Squaring to bunt. And takes it for a ball throw to second. And standing and then breaking for the plate from third and scoring is Dembowski. It's 3-0. So a double steal. And Meeker's extended the lead, and the Bee Diggers have come out slow in this regional semifinal and elimination game from Strasburg. Well, now the board says 0-1. I never saw the strike signal the pitch. That bounces away. And a third on the wild pitch is Mergelman. Now it is 1-1. And if Meeker has any semblance of good pitching, the Bee Diggers are going to be challenged just to win this game. But they have plenty of sticks. Brush can hit. 2 balls and no strikes to Emma Bauer. Lefevre delivers. Swung on, grounded foul, right side. Count remains at 2-1. Bee Diggers have not played in over a week when they lost to Eaton 16-0. Eaton already won today. I believe it was 23-1 over Jefferson Academy. They are the prohibitive favorites in Class 3A. Runner at third, nobody out. And the 2-ball, 1-strike pitch swung on and tapped foul to the backstop. And the count moves at 2-2 to Emma Bauer. Gorgeous day in Strasburg. A little bit chilly, but we'll take that. The temp in the 50s. Fouled on a pitch that was up above the letters. It's actually 46 degrees at first pitch. Remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Emma Bauer. Meeker has 3 hits and have taken advantage of a Bee Digger error in the top of the first inning. The Bee Diggers are the higher seed, so they're the designated home team. The offering swung on and lifted down the right field line, and Molly Wolf will make the catch, and tagging up, headed towards the plate and scoring on the sac fly by Bauer is Ryan Mergelman, and Meeker leads 4-0. 1 out, though, in the top of the first inning. And Miley Chisholm
At the plate for Meeker, junior catcher number 17, Miley Chisholm.
Will now hit. Chisholm, a junior, hitting .491. The offering, fouled. No balls and one strike. The Bee Diggers last played in a regional here just 2 years ago. They defeated James Irwin, then beat the host school Strasburg. They were a little bit higher seeded for that particular tournament. The offering, that's a strike on the inside corner at the knees. No balls and two strikes. Also in that regional semifinal 2 years ago, the Bee Diggers faced a James Irwin team that is not the caliber of Meeker. And that pitch is down and away. In fact, Brush won that game 12-2 before knocking off Strasburg 8-7. They've already given up 4 runs in the top of the first inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch lifted down the right side in front of the Bee Digger dugout on the first base side, and it is foul. Haluska ranging over with no play. Remains at 1-2. This is not about hitting home runs. Meeker's just come out with a nice attack. And sometimes it's advantageous. They traveled 4 hours. They didn't come here to lose, but neither did the Bee Diggers. The pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup. A nasty, dirty pitch thrown by Lefevre. 2 down. As she records a strikeout of Miley Chisholm. Here's Jade Miller.
Junior third base, number 9, Jade Miller.
And that's what she's got to do, throw these hitters off balance. Miller batting .321. The offering bounces to the backstop. 1 ball and no strikes. A decent crowd, but it'll be a heavier crowd for the championship game coming up a little bit later on. Some Strasburg players are here, but the faithful have pretty much left, and will be back. Swung on, line down the right side. That's a base hit, and misplayed by Wolf and right. She let the ball get underneath her glove. Rounding second is Miller, headed for third. The throw's going to be late. It'll be a single and an error. And a 2-out triple for Jade Miller will bring up Addison Knowles. Check it, a 2-out single with an error and a runner at third.
Hitting for Meeker,
just misplayed out there by Wolf.
21, Addison Knowles.
Here is Knowles hitting .378, a sophomore. Bright future for this team. Same with the Bee Diggers. The pitch, that is low. 1 ball and no strikes. That is 4 hits for Meeker and 2 errors by the Bee Diggers. Yeah, Wolf is not going to field that or make a catch, so just don't let the ball get by you. Hold her to a single. The pitch, that is a strike on the inner half at the knees. And the count levels at 1-1. To the right-handed hitting Addison Knowles. Lefevre looks in. The pitch, swung on and tapped slowly. Third base side. Brisa Aguirre Garcia throws to first, and that'll be in time. And I don't know why Jade Miller was holding up at third with 2 down, but she did. Doesn't matter anyway. The Bee Diggers make the play.
All right,
4 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors, and a base runner left to the bottom of the first in his regional semifinal. From Strasburg, the Bee Diggers trail Meeker 4-0 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
You can't spell KSIR.
The Bee Diggers starting lineup brought to you by Buildings by Design. They will make your vision a reality. Visit buildingsbydesign.com. For the Bee Diggers, batting first is the pitcher Avery Lefevre. The shortstop, Alicia Hernandez at second. The third hitter is the third baseman, Brisa Aguirre Garcia. Second baseman, Reese Lambert, is the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth is the center fielder, Michelle Headley. The sixth hitter is the catcher, Brianna Ludgate. Left fielder, Karime Castillo, hits seventh. Molly Wolf and right hits eighth. And Tegan Haluska, the first baseman, hits ninth. Defensively, Emma Bowers at first. Ashlyn Ducey's at second for Meeker. Jade Miller at third. It's Ryan Mergelman at short. Kasten Dembowski in left. Maya Wren in center. Kayla Castillo in
Leading off the
right.
Beat Diggers, senior pitcher number
Behind the
3,
plate is
Avery
Miley
Lefevre.
Chisholm, and Addison Knowles is inside the circle against Avery Lefevre. A huge year for the senior. And takes the changeup inside. 1 ball and no strikes. To the right-handed hitting Lefevre, a 508 hitter. That one bounces in. Well, we'll see how good the Meeker pitching is. 2-0 to Lefevre. The Beat Diggers are a solid offensive team. There's no question about that. They've been doing it all year. Down and in, not even close. 3-0, hitting .391 as a team. The Beat Diggers just pitch and play defense. They'll advance to the final against Strasburg at 2:30. 3-0 from the right-hander Addison Knowles in a pitch. Down and in, it's a 4-pitch walk. It's a bad sign for Meeker. Knowles, a 4.99 ERA, 20 appearances.
Junior shortstop, number 23, Alyssa Hernandez.
In 73 innings, she walked 57 and struck out 71. And that'll send up Alicia Hernandez, the pitch. Up and away. Throw back to first, and that one nearly got away. 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, Brush doesn't need to swing if there are no strikes thrown. 471, the hitter for Alicia. Maybe Knowles needs an inning to get ready. The pitch, that's on the outside corner for a strike. Bell tie, it's 1-1 to Alicia Hernandez. The toughest inning for many pitchers, especially good pitchers, is the first. And the offering. Swung on and grounded to short. Mergelman has got it, flips to second. That should be late. That was not the right play. Mergelman should have gone to first. Alicia doesn't have the foot speed that Lefevre does, even though she was going from first to second. That'll be a fielder's choice. No base hit. And the Beat Diggers have their first 2 on. They didn't understand that play. She didn't know that Lefevre was getting down that line. Here's Brisa Aguirre Garcia. Another strong hitter for the Beat Diggers. Batting .493 the pitch. Changeup is up and in. Throw back to second. The ball skips into center field. Lefevre is going to get up and throw to third. And late there on that throw to third by Maya Wren. And that'll be the first error of the game. And that's on Miley Chisholm, the catcher. Yeah, you're not going to get cheap outs in the playoffs normally. Barisa with a chance to drive in 2. Swung on and fisted slowly on the ground to second. And underhand toss to first for the out. Lefevre scores. Barisa's retired. To third is Hernandez. It's Meeker 4, Brush 1 with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning.
Hitting for Brush, senior second.
That'll bring up Reese Lambert. So the RBI for Barisa is her 25th of the season. Pitch to Lambert, check swing, and the ball's in the dirt. Oh, and she actually went? Oh, my God, I don't think she went. No balls and 1 strike. She did not go there. Not a good call. That's a ridiculous call. 310 the average, but she's got to know better. And that pitch was pretty good, and that's a strike at the knees. She is not seeing the zone right now. 1 bounced in that she check swung on, and that was right at the knees. It's 0-2. Chance to drive in another run for Brush. The pitch. Swung on and grounded foul along the third base side. Meeker leads 4-1 in the bottom of the first inning in this elimination game, with a winner to face Strasburg at 2:30. One ball. Swung on, grounded up the middle. The shortstop Mergelman cannot get it. The base hit into center field. Thought she was going to get it to her left. And scoring is Hernandez. And it's now 4-2. That was a makeable play, but we'll call it a base hit. I thought that could have been made. But we'll call it a base hit for now. Michelle Headley will now hit.
Michelle Headley.
Yeah, both of these teams, you can tell, have struggled defensively. Headley hitting .321. The offering. That's a strike. Down the middle, bell tie. It's 0-1 to Michelle Headley. Awaiting the pitch with a runner at first. Here it is. Swung on, fouled up the third base side. Count moves to 0-2. So 3 errors combined already in this game. 2 by Brush and 1 by Meeker. Hopefully the level of softball picks up just a little bit more, because there's really no wind to speak of at all. So that's not going to play a factor in a fly ball. And the 0-2 changeup fouled right behind the plate. Good job of Headley keeping her hands back enough and not committing too early to the swing. It'll be another 0-2 pitch from Knowles. Here it is. Up and away. Runner goes to second. The throw and a hop to slide. And the ball gets into center field, but backed up. It'll be a stolen base for Lambert. Well, both teams are running as well. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out. Brisa Aguirre Garcia with an RBI. Also driving in a run, Reese Lambert. Headley digs back in. Behind in the count at 1-2. The offering. Swung on, line caught by the pitcher Knowles. Throw back to second, and that's going to be a double play. I thought Lambert got the right hand back in, but it's a line drive. Double play to end the inning. The Bay Diggers get 2 runs. There was a hit.
We're through 1 inning.
1 error, and nobody left. We head to the second inning. Yeah, Tom Odell's not happy about that. That looked like Lambert got back to the bag. In this regional semifinal from Strasburg, it's Meeker 4, Strasburg 2. We'll head to the second in 1 minute on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
The moment the entire year's effort.
The Bay Diggers trail Meeker as we head to the second inning from Strasburg, 4-2. Autumn Stallings, Maya Wren, and Ashlyn Ducey, 9-1-2 against Avery Lefevre. Let's see if the Bay Diggers can have a much crisper inning than the first when they committed 2 errors. And that one rides inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Autumn Stallings. All right-handed hitting lineup. She's batting .276 and a sophomore. The pitch. That's a strike right there at the knees. And the count levels at 1-1. Lefevre looks in. Ludgate lays down the sign. And the pitch. That's a little bit high. Ball 2, strike 1. Yeah, you're looking for playoff games that are not filled with mistakes defensively. That's part of the reason these teams are double-digit seeds, because they can hit. But fielding a different story, and that one is up and away. 3-1. Avery Lefevre's pitching second half of the season certainly improved over the first half. She felt much more comfortable, and she's been battling an injury. She's had a tremendous year all around. 3-1 from Lefevre. And that's just a little bit low, and that's a walk to the 9-hitter Stallings. And here comes Wren.
Top of the order for Meeker, junior center fielder.
On the
12,
first pitch
Maya Wren at the plate.
of the game, Maya Wren laid down a bunt that Lefevre fielded and threw to first, but it was too late. Wren with too much speed. Both leadoff hitters, Lefevre for Brush, also with a tremendous amount of speed. The offering, squaring the bunt again, lays it down foul, first base side, and that was not a very good buntable pitch. Good job of Lefevre throwing that nowhere near the strike zone, because Wren bit anyway. And it appears that Meeker is going to try to small ball the Bee Diggers as much as possible. No balls and 1 strike. 4-2, Meeker in the top of the second. The offering, changeup, bounces in. And if you try to bunt that pitch, you got to punch it, because it's not going to go anywhere if you just allow the bat to make contact with the ball without some momentum off the bat. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lefevre to the plate, squaring to bunt, and lays that down right in front of the plate. Fielded by Lefevre. Throw to first is going to be off the glove of Haluska. And now runner headed to third in Stallings. The throw, the slide, and that ball gets away off the side of the fence. Well, that's going to be an error, the third error of the game. That looked like it hit Haluska's glove.
Junior, second base, number 1, Ashlyn Ducey at the plate for
So
Meeker.
second and third with nobody out. The hitter took third on the throw, so no second error on the play. Ducey reached on an error by the second baseman Lambert. The infield is playing halfway. Third error of the game. Low, 1 ball and no strikes. Simple plays. That throw was right there to first. It was a bang-bang play, but I think if Haluska makes that catch, it's an out. And that's tough for the first baseman because Haluska saw that runner coming right at her. Even though it's not a collision play, but it's intimidating for a first baseman. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch swung on and fouled. Count levels at 1-1 to Ashlyn Ducey. Bee Diggers have got to decide that when the ball's hit at them or thrown to them, that they are going to make the play. I mean, I'm sure they want to make the play, but this is game number 24. The pitch, swing and a miss. On the outer half, thrown by Lefevre. It's 1-2. Now, you got to own your position. Rush has just fallen short of that during the regular season, and now it's happening in a playoff game. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ducey. Second and third, nobody out, top 2. The pitch bounces to the plate. Count is level at 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, it's Kasten Dembowski. Lefevre gets a sign. A strikeout would be nice, or a pop-up in the infield, something easy. The pitch, that's up and away, off the glove of Ludgate, no advance by either runner. 3-2, and Dembowski on deck and really hit. Ducey's only hitting 241. Dembowski hitting 436. You don't want the bases loaded with her up there. Then you're asking for significant trouble. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch fouled off to the right. Good pitch by Lefevre, but Ducey got a piece of it. Yeah, you cannot afford mistakes in an elimination game. Can't afford them. Again, 3-2 to Ashlyn Ducey. The pitch swung on. That ball is hit in the air into left center field. It'll be caught by Castillo, throw towards the plate, up the third base line, and now caught between second and third is the trail runner. Batista throws it back to Hernandez, now running towards third, over to Lefevre, getting the runner back towards second. The slide, and the ball's off the glove of Lambert, and back into second is the trail runner. It's 5-2 and 1 out. In the top of the second inning, as Wren gets back in, even though the Bee Diggers had her in a rundown, it's still a sac fly and no error on the play. But that is probably emblematic of what's happened this season.
For Meeker, senior left fielder, number 4.
Here's Dembowski. Dembowski with a base hitter, first time up, driving in a run. And there were about 3 or 4 very good throws, and they couldn't complete the play for the double play. The pitch swung on and tapped foul. Up the third base side, no balls and 1 strike. Here to Dembowski. The number 3 hitter is Dembowski in this Meeker lineup. The Cowboys scored 4 runs in the first inning. The Bee Diggers countered with 2 and now trail 5-2 in the second. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch, that is a little bit below the knees. 1-1. That CU football game was wild last night. The Buffaloes with a 29-0 lead at halftime and then lost in double overtime to Stanford at home, 46-43. The offering, that bounces away, and a third will be run on the wild pitch. 2-1. Bee Diggers have no problem if they're down in a game because of their bats. That's not an issue. You just don't want to make it an insurmountable deficit. The infield is in. Dembowski awaits the 2-1 pitch, and here it is. That bounces off the glove of Ludgate. 3-1. And another strong hitter, the right-handed hitting shortstop, Ryan Mergelman, is in the on-deck circle. Lefevre with a 3-ball, 1-strike pitch about to be made, looking for the sign, asking Ludgate to run through the signs. The pitch, that's upstairs, and it's a walk to Dembowski.
Hitting for the Cowboys, shortstop senior, number 13, Ryan Mergelman.
Lefevre's now walked 2 in the game. She has struck out 1. Mergelman with a base hit in her first plate appearance. First and third, 1 out, top 2. You would think that Dembowski's going to take off from first. She's pretty fast. Pitch squaring to bunt, taken for a strike, throw to third. And right on the bag is Wren. To second is Dembowski. Now with a shot to drive in 2. No balls and 1 strike. 5-2 Meeker, top of the second inning. Lefevre to the plate. That bounces right to the glove of Ludgate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lefevre has thrown 52 pitches in the early going and have recorded just 4 outs. The pitch upstairs, it's 2-1. Once you get to the state tournament, you never know what happens. But you've got to win 1 game to qualify. Strasburg has done that today, so has Eaton. I believe University won their opening game. The pitch, change-up, that fell well short of the plate. It's 3-1. If the Bee Diggers are to face Strasburg, they'll have to stop this Meeker rally. 1 pitch away from loading the bases for Emma Bauer. Lefevre with a 3-1. And here it is. Popped up, foul territory, out of play, first base side. Sometimes that's a string of bad luck. You figure, oh man, we got a shot, and it just sails foul. 3-2 to the shortstop, Ryan Mergelman. Yeah, you don't want to pitch anything too low to her because she is a tall hitter. And if she extends, it could be a 7-2 or 8-2 game pretty quickly. A payoff pitch. Lefevre delivers. Swing and a miss on a pitch down and away at the knees. Oh, that was a gorgeous pitch by Lefevre. Mergelman was leaning and swinging at the same time. 2 down. Here's Emma Bauer with a sac fly her first time up. What a clutch pitch by a senior. Now you can get out of it, allowing just 1 run. Lefevre to the plate. That is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. What a perfect pitch. She didn't get it up to Mergelman, but it was so low and still in the strike zone. That was all about location. 1-0 to Emma Bauer. The offering. Bounced first base side foul. I mean, that's the thing. If you're not getting it done defensively, you have to rely on your pitching and offense. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 across, 2 down, 2 on, both in scoring position. Meeker leads Brush 5-2 in the top of the second in this regional semifinal from Strasburg. Waiting the pitch, here it is. Up and in. Ball 2, strike 1. Miley Chisholm waits to hit next. The Bee Diggers want to see her in the 3rd inning. The pitch, that's right there at the knees for a strike. Gorgeous pitch. That was the same location Lefevre struck out Mergelman on. 2-2. Let's get a strike here and get to the bottom of the second. Let's do it nice and quick. Here we go. Lefevre ready. 2-2. Swing and a miss on a pitch above the letters. What a job by Avery Lefevre. 1 run, no hits, 1 error. and 2 left. An inning and a half complete.
All right, we're moving
It's
on to the
Meeker
bottom of the second
5, Brush 2
Meeker
on
Cowboys
1010
5, Brush
KSIR
Receivers 2.
and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Attention, all do it in KSIR.
I'm John Beltran. 5-2 is the score in the bottom of the second in this Region 2 semifinal. The winner to take on Strasburg. Meeker leading Brush by that 5-2 count. Strasburg eliminated Cedar Ridge 16-4.
Number 5, Brianna Ludgate at the plate for Brush.
Brianna Ludgate will lead off, a .397 hitter during the regular season. And the pitch. Swung on and grounded left side. Fair down the third baseline. Dropped and no throw. There will be a throw, but that'll be a miscue. An error on Jade Miller. And that's the 5th error of the game. The Beat Diggers have 3, and that's the second one by Meeker. Just misfielded down the third base side. Karime Castillo now the batter. Right-handed hitting left fielder, batting .414. The pitch. Check swing. It's 1 ball and no strikes. To Castillo, followed by Molly Wolf and then Haluska. So 7, 8, and 9 now with a number 6 hitter on base. That's up a strike. Wow, top of the zone. Very top of the zone, 1-1. Castillo's got a brace at her right knee. The pitch, that's right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Karime Castillo. Addison Knowles, the right-hander, to the plate. Swung on and grounded to the first baseman. Nice dive, and then she extends her right hand with the ball in the glove to literally touch the bag for the out as Bauer made the play. To second is Ludgate, 1 down in the bottom of the second inning. Nice mini dive to her right. That sends up Molly Wolf hitting .288.
At the plate for Brush, junior right fielder, number 14, Molly Wolf.
Pitch to Wolf. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Don't want to get over anxious if you're Brush. No balls and 1 strike. To Molly Wolf. And the offering. Fouled off the end of the bat. No balls and 2 strikes. Bee Diggers with only 2 seniors, Lambert and Lefevre, both L's. A runner at second, 5-2 Meeker, bottom of the second inning from Strasburg. 15 seed is Brush, 18 is Meeker. The pitch, up and away. A ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, Knowles is wearing like an undershirt on protecting that right arm. And that bounces in. Nice scoop by Chisholm. 2-2. And this is where pitchers can make a difference. You got to get the bottom of the lineup out on both sides. 2-2 to Wolf, but Molly's had some big hits this year. Lined and foul, first base side, off the end of the bat. Cued it over there. Wolf has been known to go the other way with success. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Molly Wolf. She'll be the starting pitcher for Brush next season. The pitch, called strike 3 on the outer half, letter high, 2 down. And that strike zone has been established, no doubt.
First base, number 8, Tegan Haluska.
Addison Knowles just picked up her first strikeout. Here's Haluska, the only left-handed hitter in either lineup, at least in the starting lineup, hitting .353, lines it foul down the left side. No balls and 1 strike to Tegan Haluska. Do have some cloud cover, but the sun is certainly out. Temperature in the mid-40s. Should warm up to low 50s, and that's about it today. The pitch, up and away. Count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike to the number 9 hitter, Tegan Haluska. If the Bee Diggers win, regardless of the 2:30 result, they'll play on Friday from Aurora, and that's upstairs. 2-1. And big difference Well, the way these teams traveled distance-wise, Meeker had to travel over 4 hours. The Bee Diggers over 1. And the 2-1. That is a strike on the outside corner at the knees. That pegged the corner. It's 2-2. That would have been Teagan's pitch, because that pitch you can just stick the bat out and you automatically go the other way. Let's see, but she's a good hitter to left field. Swung on and lifted foul. Out of play down the left side. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Bee Digger first baseman. Ludgate at second. She reached on an error. Knowles delivers. That's outside. 3-2. That's trouble for Knowles. If Haluska gets on, you got to contend with Lefevre. Lefevre's even more dangerous with runners on base. And the 3-2. Swung on and grounded up the middle. Shortstop dives and stopped by the shortstop, Bergelman. Runner breaks to the plate, and the slide of the tag and out. It never got into center field, and Ludgate was thrown out at the plate by Mergelman. Oh, a base running miscue. She should have been held up at third. And that's the way the inning ends. It's a base hit for Teagan Haluska. And now Lefevre has to lead off the third inning instead of runners at first and third and 2 down. There was an error. We head to the third inning in this regional semifinal. It's Meeker 5, Brush 2 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
B&B Home Appliance.
There's certainly 3 ways that you can give runs away or cost yourself runs. That would be via walk, error, or in that case, to end the bottom of the second inning, a base running miscue where the shortstop Mergelman dove and stopped a ball headed for center field, but then Ludgate rounded third, and she was nailed at the plate to end the inning. Meeker leads 5-2. This will be Miley Chisholm. Struck out her first time up. The pitch fouled back. No balls and 1 strike. Line scores as follows. 5 runs on 4 hits for Meeker. They've committed 2 errors. 2 runs, 2 hits for Brush. They made 3 errors. The pitch, low. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the top of the third inning. Meeker had 4 runs in the first and 1 in the second. The Bee Diggers scored 2 runs in the bottom of inning number 1. Chisholm with an open stance from the right side awaits the pitch from Lefevre. Lifted down the third base side. That's trouble, and it is inside the line. And rounding first, going to second is Chisholm. The throw gets away, but backed up by Wolf. Nice backup by Molly. And she threw all the way through to third, but there was no advance. It'll be a base hit. A double. That's a pop fly double down the left field line, just past the top of the hour. This is 1010 KSIR Brush, Fort Morgan. We're also on the TuneIn app.
At the plate for Meeker Jr.
And all part of the Eastern Plains Sports Network. That was an excellent pitch by Avery. Just bad luck. Just fisted down the left field line. Here's Jade Miller. She had a base hit in her first plate appearance. And the offering fouled off to the right. First base dugout occupied by the visiting team Meeker. The designated home team Brush is on the third base side, which you don't see at Jocelyn Field. The Bee Diggers have the first base dugout as the home team, but it's whatever the protocol is where you're playing. The pitch, foul to the backstop. Good pitch by Lefevre. It's 0-2. Yeah, she knows that she has to do everything in her power and take pressure off a defense that has been inconsistent all season. No balls and 2 strikes. Lefevre to the plate. Swing and a miss. The ball is dropped. Throw to first. And Haluska is able to haul it in off the throw from Ludgate. So that finishes off the strikeout. 1 out. And that changeup has been great all year. Undoubtedly for Avery Lefevre.
Addison Knowles.
That's her 4th strikeout. She had 2 to end the second inning. Here's Addison Knowles, who grounded to third to end the first inning. Avery delivers. That's up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, just win this game and don't even worry about the next game. You do your best, but you're in the state tournament with a victory this afternoon. 1-0. Lifted right side of the infield. First baseman Haluska makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down for Autumn Stallings. Another great pitch by Lefevre.
DP number 20, Autumn Stallings.
Stallings walked in her first plate appearance. With a runner at second and 2 down. The pitch. That bounces in. Nice scoop up there by Ludgate. 1 ball and no strikes. We saw the Bee Diggers just 2 weeks ago on a Saturday. Down early against Resurrection Christian. Then they had 20 hits and 15 runs in the game. And they were up 15-9 before they won 15-13, so it got scary at the end. And the 1-0. That ball is grounded first base side off the glove of Haluska into right center field. A run is going to score. It's a base hit for Stallings. And it's now 6-2 Meeker. As Chisholm crosses home plate, Haluska went to her right, but that's a straight up base hit because it wasn't hit right at her. And that whole thing about, I got a glove on it, so it's an error, that doesn't exist. Doesn't matter. It's whether you're in reasonable position to make the play. Maya Wren, 1 for 2, scoring to bunt. And the changeup bunted down the third base side. Fielded by Brisa. Throw to first is late. It's a base hit. Brisa fielded that perfectly. But what a great bunter Maya Wren is. Her second bunt single of the game. I mean, she's a really good bunter. And that was on that changeup. She just punched it down the third base side.
Junior second base, number 1, Ashlyn Ducey.
Here's Ashlyn Ducey. Aboard on a miscue and a sac fly. They've got 2 sac flies in the game, so they played some excellent small ball, station to station. Lefevre delivers. That's a strike on the inside corner, belt high. No balls and 1 strike. Brush now down 6-2, but it's still early, only the third inning, and they have explosive bats. There's no question about it. Nothing to worry about with only a 4-run deficit. And the offering. Swing and a miss above the letters. Keep in mind, Lefevre's got 4 strikeouts in a game, and Ducey right now is down 0-2. Stallings at second, Wren at first. Can put her away with this pitch. The 0-2. Changeup fouled to the backstop. Remains at 0-2 to Autumn Ducey, to Ashlyn Ducey, excuse me. Meeker is stranded 3. The Bee Diggers stranded a base runner in the first inning. The offering. Called strike 3 at the knees. Another lethal pitch by Avery Lefevre. 1 run on 3 hits for Meeker. No errors and 2 left. 2.5 complete. In this regional semifinal from Strasburg, Meeker leads Brush 6-2 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Bee Diggers trail Meeker 6-2 in the bottom of the third inning, hoping for a clean inning offensively. The first 2 innings have ended in awkward fashion. A runner doubled up at second in the first, and then a runner thrown out at the plate in the second. Avery Lefevre walked and scored. That's a strike. Down the middle, it's 0-1 from right-hander Addison Knowles, who's thrown a lot fewer pitches than her counterpart. Lefevre, Hernandez, and Aguirre Garcia in the Brush third. The offering popped up, foul territory, third base side. And is that ball caught? It is, by Jade Miller right in front of the Brush dugout. Avery was out in front of that pitch. There's 1 down. Oh, man, another inch, and or maybe a little bit more, and it would have been
Number 23, Alicia Hernandez.
out of play. One down for Hernandez, aboard on a fielder's choice. The offering bounces to the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. Again, Meeker at 13-8 during the regular season. The Bee Diggers at 11-12, but Brush the higher seed because of their level of competition. The offering, that is a strike on the outside corner, just above belt level. 1 ball and 1 strike to Alicia Hernandez, a junior. The pitch, it's a little bit low. 2-1. 1 out in the bases, empty in the bottom of the third. Meeker leads Brush 6-2. The pitch fouled off to the right, over the dugout on the first base side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Meeker has scored in every inning. Bee Diggers were kept off the board in the second. 2-2, the pitch. Upstairs, good take there by Alicia. That was a changeup. And that's very tempting to swing at that pitch, but she held back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The offering, fouled off to the right. Well, Knowles looks a lot more comfortable after walking Lefevre to begin the bottom of the first. Worry they're going to be here all afternoon or part of the afternoon. It just depends if the Bee Diggers rally, and they can certainly do that. And we just saw a recent example 2 weeks ago against Resurrection Christian. Down 4-0 in that game in Loveland. So it's not the first time Brush has been down. But this is by far the most pressure because it's a playoff game, an elimination game. The pitch outside, it's a walk to Alicia Hernandez. Second one issued by Addison Knowles.
At the plate for Brush, junior third base, number 26, Brisa Aguirre Garcia.
Here's a tough hitter for Brush. Aguirre Garcia, an RBI ground out in the first inning. The pitch, fisted on the ground to second, and bobbled over there. The throw to first is going to be in time. Oh, man, that was a big break there for Ashlyn Ducey. She misplayed it, picked it up, looked to second, and got Brisa at first. That's the benefit of a grounder to second, 2 down. And Lefevre to second. Or check that, Hernandez to second.
2 away.
Here's Lambert, an RBI single in the first. Yeah, these teams do not look comfortable defensively. Righty against righty. In the dirt, scooped up nicely by Chisholm. 1 ball and no strikes. 9 locations across Northeast Colorado means there's always a location close by. Or across Colorado, Nebraska. That's Rudy's Tires. Grounded third base side, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Visit them at rudy'stires.com. They do great work at Rudy's Tires. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on. Bottom of the third with a runner at second. Meeker leads Brush 6-2. Foul to the backstop by Reese Lambert. Remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sun has disappeared completely. Reese, an excellent hitter to right field, and she swings and lines it up the middle for a base hit into center. Hernandez will step on third, throw all the way towards the plate. It's going to be late. Hernandez slides in, Lambert to second, and it's her second base hit of the game. Both RBIs, and the Bee Diggers cut this down to a 6-3 deficit. And Michelle Headley, who lined to the pitcher, ended up being a double play, is now at the plate. Solid swing by Lambert.
Junior center fielder,
yeah, you don't want this to be your final game. You do not want this to be your final game of the season. The pitch. Bounces in, bounces away, runner to third, the throw, the slide, and out. Unbelievable that the Bee Diggers have ended an inning with a runner doubled up at second, then thrown out at the plate, and then Lambert tagged out at third. You got to be better than that. That is insane. Well, Brush does score in the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and the bases were left empty. How long can Brush keep getting away with it? They only trail by 3. It's Meeker 6, Brush 3. You are listening to the 2023 Colorado High School Softball Playoffs on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the 4th inning. Yeah, I misspoke right before the break. The Bee Diggers haven't got away with anything base running wise. They've been doubled up, thrown out at the plate, and thrown out at third. But at some point, you've got to make smarter decisions. Lifted down the right side, foul. I mean, they can all be characterized as errors. No balls and 1 strike. Dembowski singled and walked. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Meeker in the top of the 4th. And Meeker has capitalized on those Bee Digger base running mistakes. The offering. Changeup is a little low. That was a good-looking pitch. A little bit below the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike to Dembowski. And the offering. That's down and in. Ball 2, strike 1. 7 hits for Meeker, 3 for Brush, but the Bee Diggers are not down 7-3. They're down 6-3. The pitch, that is on the outside corner. What a gorgeous pitch. Lefevre has thrown well. She struck out 5 in the game. I know Meeker has 7 hits, but, you are facing a team that has won 13 games this year. 2-2 to Dembowski, on base twice already. The offering. Oh, just missed. Oh, that was close. A little bit off the plate. On the outside edge, 2-2. That's a good take by Dembowski. That's as close as it comes without being rung up. And the offering, up and in. Oh, check that. That was a 3-2. Let's see. Did I have that? Yeah, no? Okay. It was a 3-2. So it's a walk. Third issued by Lefevre. My apologies. I'd miscounted there. Mergelman has singled and struck out. And that strikeout was key 2 innings ago because Meeker stranded 2 in the 2nd inning. The pitch swung on and grounded to the second baseman, Lambert. Tossed to second for 1. Throw to first will be late. There's some defense for Brush. 1 out. That's what you need if you're the Bee Diggers. Just keep it going on a bouncer. Here's Emma Bauer, a sac fly and a strikeout. Again, Meeker has not been held off the board in any inning. 4 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. The offering, fouled. The regional championship game will start about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game, so more than likely not 2:30, closer to 3 o'clock. We will be here if Brush is here. 0-1, fouled off to the right. No balls and 2 strikes, and if Brush wins, not only do they advance to the regional title game, but they will be in the state tournament beginning on Friday from Aurora. 0-2 to Emma Bauer, 0 for 1 officially in the game. Lefevre delivers. Swing and a miss. She reached out and missed it by a mile. 6 strikeout for Lefevre, 2 down. Emma Bauer goes down. Here's Chisholm, who struck out and doubled. Avery's getting stronger. She is getting stronger. I don't pay attention to the walks for Lefevre. That's going to happen. But 6 strikeouts is outstanding. That ball is popped up right side, Second baseman Lambert to her left makes the catch. A basket catch for Lambert. She'll take it. And for the first time in the game, Meeker is kept off the board. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a base runner left. 3.5 complete. In the regional semifinals from Strasburg, it's Meeker 6, Brush 3 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We move to the bottom of the fourth inning. This is going to be the inning the Bee Diggers, I think, tie the game or take the lead. Michelle Headley, Brianna Ludgate, and Karime Castillo
17,
trailing 6-3 against right-hander Addison Knowles. Headley is 0 for 1. The pitch swung on and lifted to the second baseman, backing up and making the grab is Ashlyn Ducey, one down. Headley was at the plate when Lambert was thrown out at third. That's why she's up there to begin the bottom of the fourth inning.
Number 5, Brianna Ludgate,
Ludgate aboard on an error by the third baseman Miller. Headley had a good swing, just got underneath that pitch. And the offering. Changeup is a strike at the top of the zone. Bee Digger fans thought that was high. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch, grounded foul, third base side. It's 0-2 to Brianna Ludgate. Bee Digger football coming up on Friday, 7 o'clock against the University Bulldogs. That'll be for the league title on 1010 KSIR. Both teams undefeated in league play. The pitch, swung on, lined, and foul, third base side. Threw a changeup and Ludgate out in front. Yeah, Brushes looked very solid in league play. Didn't play a good second half against Weld Central, but, I mean, they were up 30-0 at halftime. And it was a little bit of a cold night. The pitch, outside. Ball 1, strike 2. 1 out, bases empty. Bottom of the fourth inning. Meeker leads 6-3 in this elimination game. Regional semifinal from Strasburg. The offering, swung on and grounded fair down the third baseline. Miller throws to first. And the ball gets away. Foul ball. Check it. Foul ball. Went all the way through, but it was just foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's too bad. That would have been a base runner because Bauer couldn't handle it at first. Let's see if Brianna gets a base hit on this pitch. Here it is. Popped up, foul territory, right side, giving chase, and off the glove of the first baseman, Bauer, near the fence. It'll just be a foul, but that's a makeable play. Those are plays you have to make if you're either team because the other teams are good enough hitters. The opposing teams, they'll take advantage of those. And Ludgate has a chance to do it right here with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. The pitch, swung on and grounded right back to Knowles. Throw to first is wide of the target and off the glove of Bauer. It'll be an error on the pitcher. And reaching is Ludgate. And Bauer might have committed a little bit early with a stretch, but still not a great throw.
Number 12.
Here is Castillo. And Ludgate getting down the line so quickly. That intimidates the pitcher and the first baseman. Both teams have committed 3 errors. Pitch to Castillo. Swing and a miss, runner to second. The throw's going to be late. And the ball skips into center field, backed up by Wren. No balls and 1 strike. Yeah, you have to make routine plays. That's what did not happen there. 0-1 to Castillo. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Meeker has led since the top of the first when they scored 4 runs at 6-3. The pitch, outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch, swung on, grounded off the pitcher and headed towards the shortstop. Mergelman, she'll pick it up. It's a base hit. That's a base hit for Castillo. That's why you have to field your position. Not an error, but a makeable play for Knowles. And here is where the Bee Diggers can certainly capitalize. That is Molly Wolf. We have seen significant gaps on both sides with defense. Molly Wolf struck out looking her first time up. The offering, line foul, first base side. No balls and one strike. I mean, conceivably, the inning could have been over. 2 grounders to the pitcher. One was a wide throw, and the other was a deflection off the glove, scored a base hit. 0-1 to Wolf. Ludgate at third, Castillo at first. 1 out, bottom 4. The pitch. Grounded slowly, second base side, and right underneath the glove of Ducey into right center field. 1 run's going to score. Runners are in scoring position as crossing home plate is Ludgate at 6-4. Second error of the inning for Meeker. And that was an easy ground ball. The RBI still credited to Molly Wolf. Yeah, there'll be a visit to the hill, to the circle, I should say. That's 4 errors by Meeker in the game. And Tegan Haluska with a chance to tie the game for Brush. Yeah, they're not happy. That, right now, that is an animated conversation with the head coach Kendall Bergman in the infield. There were 3 consecutive plays, all which should have been made. And all you got to do is make 2 of those plays, and then we'd be playing in the 5th inning. Hey, the Beat Diggers will take this. That's why you hit the ball on the ground. That's exactly why you hit the ball on the ground. Haluska singled her first time up. The pitch swung on and grounded right back to the pitcher. Knowles throws to first for the out. Runner scores. Castillo crosses home plate. And to third is Wolf at 6-5. Wow, she could have had a play at the plate easily.
Up to the top of the order for the Beat Diggers,
but
senior pitcher number
they just wanted an out.
Lefevre at the plate.
Avery Lefevre has walked and popped out. This could turn into a 3-inning game. A Brush ties it now. Could be basically a 0-0 game going into the 5th. And Lefevre has been tough to hit consistently. She has recorded 6 strikeouts. Knowles with a pitch. Bounces in, blocked by Miley Chisholm, 1-0. That's why there was nothing, certainly nothing to worry about. Awaiting the pitch, and here it is. That's a strike right down the middle. It's 1-1 to Avery Lefevre. 2 across for the Beat Diggers, and an error-filled bottom of the 4th. The pitch swung on, grounded to second. Ducey picks it up, drops it, throws to first. In time. That ball was hit so sharply, Lefevre nearly was able to beat it out. Ducey stuck with it and made the play, denying the Beat Diggers a chance there to tie the game. However, Brush inches closer. 2 runs on 1 hit. 2 errors and a base runner left. 4 innings are complete in this Region 2 semifinal from Strasburg. It is Meeker 6, Brush 5 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 6-5 Meeker as we head to the 5th inning. Jade Miller swings and grounds it up the middle. Second baseman backhands Lambert, throws to first for the out. That's an excellent play by Reese Lambert. It's that type of defense that will advance to the Beat Diggers to the next round if they win this game, as Miller is now 1 for 3. And that's why Coach Odell made the change. Lambert has got lots of athleticism at second base. She covers lots of ground. Addison Knowles is grounded to third and popped to first. She's 0 for 2. And the pitch swung on. That's lifted towards Lambert at second, and to her right makes the grab. 2 pitches, 2 outs. How about Lefevre and the way she's throwing? Here's Autumn Stallings, who has walked and singled in a run.
For Meeker, sophomore, DP number 20, Autumn Stallings.
Lefevre has thrown 89 pitches, but only 2 in this inning. How about 3 pitches, 3 outs? That would be nice. The pitch, that's a strike. Oh, no. A little bit inside. Check it. 1 ball, no strikes. Just missed. to Autumn Stallings. Meeker 6, Brush 5 in the top of the 5th inning. And the offering. That ball is fouled off to the right. Count levels at 1-1. 6 runs on 7 hits for Meeker. They've committed 4 errors and left 6 on base. 5 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for Brush. They've left 2 on base. And we're down 6-2 at one point, but it's now 6-5 with 2 down and nobody on in the top of the 5th. The offering. That's down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. To Autumn Stallings, the number 9 hitter for Brush. Lefevre looks in. The pitch. That's tapped third base side, and it trickles fair. Or did the ball hit the batter? Nope, it's an infield hit. Or no, it did hit the batter. It's 2-2. Okay. Yep, it's called a foul ball. Yeah, she was just standing at first base. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Stallings. Could be a 7-pitch inning for Lefevre if she gets her out right here. 2-2. Called strike 3. Ludgate drops it. She'll throw to first, and that will finish off the strikeout of Autumn Stallings. And Avery Lefevre has now struck out 7 in the game. 4.5 innings are in the books. In this regional semifinal, Meeker 6, Brush 5 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Alicia Hernandez will begin the bottom of the 5th inning for Brush. Trailing Meeker 6-5. Against right-hander Addison Knowles. Meeker's been clinging to the lead, and that's a strike on the outer half at 0-1. Hernandez, a fielder's choice and a walk. She's 0 for 1. Meeker got off to a 4-0 start, but that offense has been neutralized for the most part since the first inning. The pitch swung on and popped up. Second base side into shallow right center, and the ball's going to be caught by Maya Wren as Ducey gave way to the Meeker center fielder. 1 down to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Hitting for the Beat Diggers, junior third base.
But he says yet to have a good swing. She's grounded twice to the second baseman, Ducey, who's had lots of action. She needs a good pitch here. 0 for 2 is Brisa, the pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. 13-8, the record for Meeker. The Bee Diggers at 11-12, but Brush the higher seed at number 15, and Meeker the 18th seed with a winner to take on Strasburg, which eliminated Cedar Ridge 16-4. And the 1-0. That is a strike at the top of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike to Aguirre Garcia. Addison Knowles is ready. The pitch fouled right off the catcher. 1-2 to the juniors. Got an RBI in the game. The Diggers have been right there the entire game. Have not been able to overtake Meeker. And the pitch swung on, grounded foul, third base side. The heart of the order is right here with your 3, 4, and 5 hitters with 1 down.
Boot like the other coach if you don't move a little faster.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Aguirre Garcia. Chisholm lays down the sign. And the pitch upstairs with a changeup. Count levels at 2-2. Yeah, we began the game with 46 degrees at first pitch and should warm up a tad. Now at 50, the pitch swung on and grounded third base side, and it's off the glove of Miller, and it'll be a base hit. She lunged to her left, never really had it. We'll call it an infield hit. She lunged over there. If that was a routine, we could have scored it in there, but Brisa reaches. Here's Lambert, who singled twice, and she's driven in a run with each of her swings.
For the Beat Diggers.
Lambert's had 2 very good swings today. She's looking to go to right field. The pitch Swung on and grounded Ducey at second. She bobbles, recovers, throws to second for the force. Man, Brisa got down that from first to second pretty quickly, but Ducey makes the play, 2 down.
Junior center fielder number 17, Michelle Headley at the plate for Brush.
Michelle Headley is lined out and popped to second. She is 0 for 2. The offering fouled off the end of the bat. Meeker 6, Brush 5 with 2 down and 1 on in the bottom of the 5th inning. On a Saturday afternoon elimination game from Strasburg. Addison Knowles to the plate. Tap down the third base side and foul. 0-2. Well, these teams are playing a little bit better defensively. They struggled in the first 3-4 innings. And Meeker had their issues in the previous inning. No balls and 2 strikes to Michelle Headley. Swung on and grounded left side. Miller's got it, throws to first, and that will end the 5th inning. As Michelle Headley is now 0 for 3. For the Beat Diggers, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a base runner left. To the 6th we go. It's Meeker 6, Brush 5 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. I'm John Beltran, back from Strasburg High School, 6th inning. The Beat Diggers trail by a score of 6-5 to Meeker. Meeker knows that with Brush having the final at bat, they better score some runs. If not, Brush could be in a position to either score a number of runs in the bottom of the 6th inning and win this game or walk them off in the 7th. Maya Wren. See if she's going to bunt. And the changeup bounces in. She's been aboard 3 times, once on an error. She's got 2 bunt singles. 1 ball and no strikes. 1, 2, and 3 for Meeker. Hopefully no more in the top of the 6th inning. And the offering. That one bounces away. 2 balls and no strikes. Here to Maya Wren. Followed by Ashlyn Ducey and Kasten Dembowski. Ludgate will have a visit with her pitcher, Lefevre. Avery didn't look herself in those first 2 pitches. Maybe just trying to clear some signs. Lefevre up to 96 pitches. Actually not bad through 5+. 2 balls and no strikes. Awaiting the pitch is Maya Wren. And here it is. That's low. 3-0. She's got speed as well. Meeker has not scored since the 3rd inning. We're in the 6th. Meeker 6, Brush 5. In this Region 2 semifinal, Strasburg already defeated Cedar Ridge 16-4. That's a strike, top of the zone. 3-1. Avery Lefevre with 7 strikeouts. He's issued 3 walks. Behind in the count at 3-1 to the leadoff hitter, Maya Wren. The pitch, that is low. It's a walk. Wren on base 4 times in the game. Has she scored every time? Nope, she's only scored once.
Second base, number 1, Ashlyn Ducey.
That was in the 1st inning. Ashlyn Ducey, aboard on an error, had a sac fly and struck out looking. You know that Wren wants to run. This hitter, Ducey, at 0 for 2. The pitch, squaring to bunt, and lays it down foul. That's not a good pitch to bunt. That pitch was closer to the ground than it was to her knees. No balls and 1 strike. You do the Beat Diggers a favor there, and they'll certainly want to cash in on that. 0-1 to Ducey. You've got a solid third baseman, and Aguirre Garcia playing in. Lefevre to the plate. That is low. Runner to second. No throw. Then the ball gets over the pitcher's head and fielded by the shortstop, Hernandez. Stolen base for Wren. So you got a runner in scoring position with a visiting Meeker Cowboys leading 6-5 in the sixth inning and nobody out. Ducey awaits the 1-1 pitch. Here it comes, scoring to bunt, and she waved at it. It's a miss. 1-2. Now you got to swing away. If you bunt and miss, it's a strikeout. Well, if you bunt it, I should say, if you bunt and bunted foul. Either way, just like baseball, 1-2 to Ashlyn Ducey. Can Lefevre pick up her 8th strikeout? She does. Swing and a miss. Belt high. 1 down. Went with some major heat there. Here's Dembowski. She's been on base 3 times. A single and 2 walks. This is all set up for Brush. Just get out of this inning, all set up to take the lead in the 6th inning or win it in the 7th. Dembowski at 1-for-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That pitch was above the letters. Yeah, Lefevre's rise balls worked really, really effectively. No balls and 1 strike to Dembowski. Meeker 6, Brush 5 in the top of the 6th inning. The pitch, outside corner, strike 2. I mean, this is as good as Lefevre's pitched all season, and she saved this all for a playoff game. 0-2 to Dembowski, the number 3 hitter. She's choking up on that bat, just wanting to make contact. With Maya Wren at second. And the offering. Swing and a miss. She blew her away with a heat. Dembowski strikes out. 2 down for Ryan Mergelman.
Senior, number 13.
That might be a season high for Lefevre of 9 strikeouts. Mergelman singled, struck out, hit it to a fielder's choice. She's adjusted very nicely to the hitters, not vice versa. 106 pitches deep is Avery Lefevre. And the offering. Foul to the backstop. This all began with a walk, but Lefevre since then has been nails with back-to-back strikeouts. 0-1 to Mergelman. All the Bead Diggers need, if they can keep it at 6-5, is 2 runs, and they'll walk away with a win. The Meeker Cowboys will have a long 4+ hour trip home. The offering. Line foul, right side. But then you got to play a lot better against Strasburg. That is an outstanding team. The Bead Diggers trailed Strasburg big during the regular season, tied the game at 9 in the 5th inning, and Strasburg scored 7 unanswered runs to win 16-9. No balls and 2 strikes to Ryan Mergelman. One pitch away from ending this thing. Here it is. Bounces, and the ball gets away. Into third is Wren. Now you got to make sure you make good pitches, or just a good pitch. 1-2 to Mergelman. With 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Lefevre to the plate. Swung on, grounded foul, third base side. That's a solid swing by Mergelman. Right in her wheelhouse. It remains at 1-2. Strasburg, the number 2 seed here. The whole school awaiting the winner of this one. They're already warming up for the probably, I'm guessing, 3 o'clock game, maybe 2:45. We'll see. And the offering, changeup bounces in. Wren cannot advance. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ryan Mergelman. We're in the top of the 6th inning in this regional semifinal. Lefevre ready. Bloodgate lays down the sign. The offering fouled off to the right on that rise ball. It remains a 2-2 to Ryan Mergelman. Emma Barrow waits to hit next. With the way Lefevre's pitching, that could come in the 7th. Let's hope. The offering swung on and lifted deep into left center field. Way back is Castillo, and that ball's against the bottom of the fence. Mergelman is to second base. It's an RBI double. She goes down to the ground. I don't know. She tripped on herself. It scores Wren. It's 7-5 Meeker. That ball nearly left the yard. And that'll send up Emma Bauer, who has struck out twice. And a sac fly prior to that. She's 0 for 2.
At the plate for Meeker, sophomore first base, number 2, Emma Bauer.
That ball hung for a long time, but it just kept flying towards the fence. That's a big run for Meeker, but Bee Diggers can easily overcome that as well. Lefevre delivers. A little bit low, close, but a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes to Emma Bauer. That's the first run they've scored since the 3rd inning. Bauer waits, swung on, tapped slowly back towards the pitcher, charging Lefevre, throw to first, and is that safe or out? Where's the call? The throw is a little bit high. I think she beat it out. Are they going to say it was foul? Let's see. That's a foul ball. Off the foot of the hitter. It's a late call. That's why Lefevre had to charge. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mergelman's double is as close as we've come to a home run in this game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tom Odell wants an explanation, because that was not called immediately. Normally, the home plate umpire will call that immediately. And you'd get an idea of what happened. For over 100 years, Premier Farm Credit has been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit PremierACA.com. That's Premier Farm Credit. And one-stop shopping does exist at Stubbs Gas and Oil. Gas, food, and all your travel accessories of I-76 and exit 66A in Wiggins. 1-1 to Bauer. Lefevre delivers, bounces to the plate, and nice job of Ludgate scooping that up. 2 balls and 1 strike. Top of the 6th inning, Meeker has tacked on a run. They lead 7-5 in this regional semifinal, with the winner advancing to the regional final and the state tournament. Swung on, hit right back to the circle. Charging Lefevre, throws to first, and the out is made. And Meeker is retired in the 6th.
We'll be moving on to the bottom of the 6th inning.
They pick up a run on a double from Mergelman. No errors and 1 left. Let's head to the bottom of the 6th. It's Meeker 7, Brush 5 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Bucks, anything you want on it?
When you have a 15 seed play an 18 seed, you expect a close game, and that's what's happened. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 15 seed Brush trails the 18 seed Meeker 7-5.
Late for Brush. Junior catcher number 5.
Brianna Ludgate has been aboard twice on Meeker errors. They've got 4 in the game, and Brush has 3. The offering swung on, lined, and caught by the pitcher off the end of the bat, Knowles, with a backhanded stab, and there's 1 down. Ludgate now at 0 for 3, and that was not hit very hard, but it was a soft liner. Here's Castillo, who's grounded out.
Number 12, Kareem Castillo at the plate.
And singled. The single went off the pitcher's glove. The offering swung on, tapped foul to the backstop. No balls and 1 strike. You will turn over the lineup to Lefevre, whether it's in this inning or the 7th, so that's good news for Brush. 0-1 to Castillo. Addison Knowles delivers. Swing and a miss off the glove of Chisholm. No balls and 2 strikes. The Bee Diggers have been making lots of contact today. Only 1 strikeout. That was a called 3rd strike of Molly Wolf, registered by Knowles. So Brush has been swinging. And that is a little bit high with a rise ball. 1-2. to Castillo. The left fielder and number 7 hitter in the Brush lineup. The pitch. Called strike 3 at the letters. Castillo goes down looking. And that'll bring up Molly Wolf, who has struck out an aboard on an error.
Right fielder, junior, number 14, Molly Wolf at the plate for the Beat Diggers.
So 2 quick outs for Meeker in the bottom of the 6th inning. Knowles ready. The pitch. Swung on, lifted down the right field line. That's going to be trouble if it's fair. It's foul. Foul by about a couple of feet. No balls and 1 strike to Molly Wolf. Again, Meeker 13-8 during the regular season. The Beat Diggers at 11-12. But that doesn't matter in this game. Whoever wins advances. Fouled off to the right. No balls and 2 strikes to Wolf. Addison Knowles walked Lefevre on 4 pitches to begin the bottom of the first. You'd figure, oh, it's going to be a tough outing. But she's only walked 1 other since then. The pitch. Swung on, grounded right back to the circle. Knowles to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Addison Knowles. We head to the 7th in this regional semifinal. It's Meeker 7, Brush 5 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back from Strasburg. We've hit the top of the 7th inning in this regional semifinal. Meeker looking for insurance runs. They lead Brush 7-5.
Off the bottom of the 7th, number 17, catcher junior
Miley Chisholm, followed by Jade Miller and Addison Knowles against right-hander Avery Lefevre. The pitch, swing and a miss off the glove of Ludgate. No balls and 1 strike. Regardless of the outcome of this game, Lefevre has pitched really well. 9 strikeouts for Avery Lefevre. And 3 walks. That's it. The pitch. That bounces to the plate. 4 walks make it for Lefevre either way. 1 ball and 1 strike. Estimated start time, probably. We'll see. Let's see what happens in this inning. But we'll be here. Brush can rally. 1-1 to Chisholm at 1 for 3 with a double. Swung on and fouled off to the right. Also struck out and popped out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 18th seed Meeker looking for a meeting against Strasburg, but the Beat Diggers have something to say about that when they'll hit in the bottom of the 7th, but they've got to get 3 more outs without allowing a run to still only trail by 2. And the pitch bounces away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Miley Chisholm. Lefevre looks in with a 2-ball, 2-strike count, twirling that softball against her right hip. The offering, and that bounces to the plate as well, 3-2. Lefevre's toughest inning, of course, was the first when Meeker had 4 hits and the Beat Diggers committed a couple of errors. You want to end it as strongly as you pitched the last 5 innings. 3-2 to Chisholm, looking for strikeout number 10. Swung on and hit in the air down the first base side. Lefevre in foul territory makes the catch to the right of the catcher Ludgate. Ludgate had the mask on, and Lefevre, with that great athleticism, chased it down. 1 out. 1 out here for Jade Miller. The Beat Diggers will be sending up Haluska, Lefevre, and Hernandez in the bottom of the 7th. Miller singled, struck out, and grounded out. She's 1 for 3. The pitch, that bounces, and Avery looks like she's a little bit off, even though she just retired the hitter. It's 124 pitches. That's why the next game, if Brush can advance, is not going to be that easy. That's a lot of pitches to throw in a game. 1 ball and no strikes to the third baseman, Jade Miller. Lefevre to the plate. Change up is grounded slowly right side, underhand to first by the pitcher Lefevre. 2 down. What a change up. 2 down for Addison Knowles.
2 away. At the plate for Meeker.
We might get a 2:30 start. I'm telling you,
Knowles.
Brush rallies quickly. Knowles is 0 for 3. She's pitched very well, even though she's only got a couple of strikeouts. But it's not all about strikeouts. The offering, that's a little bit outside. I thought she was going to get a strike 1 there. A grounder to third, and then 2 pop-ups to the second baseman. Well, actually, 1 to Haluska, the other to Lambert. She's utilized the entire field. 1-0 pitch. That's down and in. 2-0. This is the number 8 hitter, even though Stallings, the 9 hitter, does have a base hit in the game. 2 balls and no strikes. To Addison Knowles. The pitch. Nope. Barely got there. 3-0. Just 1 more, Avery. 1 more. That's all you need. 1 more. 3 balls and no strikes. To Addison Knowles. 7-5 Meeker. 2 down and nobody on in the top of the 7th inning. In this elimination game, this regional semifinal to pitch. That is a strike at the knees. 3-1. And if you're Knowles, you're probably running if you get on base because you're up by 2. And unless you can get Maya Wren up there, but Lefevre has other ideas. 3-1. Strike 2 down the middle. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Avery's strike to ball ratio is not bad either. 78 strikes and 52 balls. It'll be a 3-2 to Knowles. Lefevre ready. And a 3-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped to short. And Alicia plays it off her glove. Throw to first for no reason. That'll be an error on Hernandez. She kind of never looked the ball in, but it was hit right at her. And Knowles reaches. It's been a while since the Bee Diggers committed an error, but that's going to be their 4th. That will extend the inning for Stallings. Walked, singled, and struck out. Pitch to Stallings. Swung on. That ball is grounded foul, first base side. No balls and 1 strike. Yeah, that was one of those that took a short hop, and Alicia tried to stab it. And it hit her glove, but didn't stick in the glove and had no play. But clearly an error. And the 0-1. Changeup is lifted towards shallow center. That's going to drop for a base hit. And out of third is Knowles, and the throw is going to be late. Oh, man, on a changeup. Stallings with her 2nd hit of the game. And here's Maya Wren, who's been on base 4 times. Couple of bunt singles. Wow, that is hitting the ball in the perfect spot. This is a big, big hitter for Lefevre to retire. Got to get her. The offering. Up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 bunt singles, a board on an error, and a walk. So officially 2 for 3 for Maya Wren, her 5th plate appearance of the game. Meeker 7, Brush 5, 2 on, 2 out, top 7. The pitch. That's a little bit low, I guess. 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. The lineup is turned over for Meeker as it will for Brush in the bottom of the 7th. And the 2-0. That's down and in. 3-0. Well, you do have a base open, so it's no damage if you walk this hitter. No damage whatsoever. 3 balls and no strikes. The pitch fouled off to the right. She took a hack at that. Now it's 3-1. Regardless, again, of the result, Avery's going to be tired either way. 137 pitches through 6 2/3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Knowles at third, Stallings at first, 2 down in the 7th. The Bee Diggers are down by 2. Maya Wren Awaits the pitch. That's upstairs, and the bases are loaded. And this is it for Ashlyn Ducey. A board on an air, a sac fly, and struck out twice. She's 0 for 3. And let's see, there'll be a little bit of a conversation. Coach Bergman speaking with Ducey wants that right approach with the bases loaded and 2 down. There were 2 outs and nobody on in the 7th. A big situation in the game for both sides.
All right, coming to the plate for Meeker.
Because Meeker's looking for an insurance run. They're up 7 to 5. Knowles at third, Stallings at second, Wren at first. Avery Lefevre to the plate. That's very high. 1 ball and no strikes. To Ashlyn Ducey. Even if Brush gets out of this, they still have to score 2 runs to send it to the 8th inning. The offering, swing and a miss on a rise ball. 1-1 to Ashlyn Ducey. Lefevre just maybe 1 pitch away if she can induce a little grounder pop-up. Lefevre to Ducey with the bases loaded. The offering, swing and a miss on a similar rise ball. Now Ducey's in trouble. You're feeling good now if you're Lefevre. Just throw that pitch again, 1-2. Throwing that rise ball, and Ducey can't catch up to it. Lefevre about to pick up her 10th strikeout. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Lefevre ready. The pitch, called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that's the way the top of the 7th inning ends, with a strikeout of Ashlyn Ducey. No runs, 1 hit. 1 error, and the bases were left loaded. Let's head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's Meeker 7, Brush 5 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Well, this is it. The Beat Diggers down 7 to 5. The elimination game. The winner is advancing against Strasburg, and the loser's done for the season. It'll be Tegan Haluska leading off.
First base, junior number 8, Tegan Haluska.
She's singled and grounded out. Oh, 1 for 2. That bounces in. Lots of pressure now on Edison Knowles, the right-hander for Meeker. 9-1-2 for Brush. The offering swung on and grounded off the pitcher towards the shortstop. Mergelman throw to first is in time. That'll go 1-6-3 for the out. Got a little piece of the pitcher. And there's 1 down.
Top of the order for the Beat Diggers, senior pitcher number 3.
Here's Avery Lefevre. She's walked, popped out, and grounded out. Now it's going to be difficult to retire these Brush hitters. Not that Haluska wasn't tough, because she had a base hit in this game and has hit very well all season. The pitch bounces in. 1 ball and no strikes. Meeker with a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the offering. That's a strike at the top of the zone on the rise ball. It is 1-1 to Avery Lefevre. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch swung on and grounded into right field for a base hit. What else would you expect from a great hitter like Lefevre? That'll send up Hernandez. 0 for 2. Fielder's choice, a walk and a pop out.
At the plate for the Beat Diggers, junior
shortstop. The Beat Diggers now have 6 hits in the game. Man, Meeker's really cost themselves. They've stranded 10 on base. The Beat Diggers have left only 3. The pitch, that is a strike on the outside corner. 0 for 2 officially is Hernandez. 1 on, 1 out, 7 to 5. Meeker leads Brush in the bottom of the 7th inning from Strasburg. And the offering. Swung on and grounded right back to the pitcher, Knowles. She goes to second for a force, and the throw to first will be late. 2 down. Watch out here. Brisa Aguirre Garcia has got home run power. She's got home run power, and now do they want interference? I don't think there was interference there. Lefevre slid, because that would end the game if they call it a double play, but Lefevre slid. I don't believe that's interference, but I don't know what Coach Bergman is discussing with the field umpire. There's 2 down. Brisa has grounded out to second twice in a base hit. 1 for 3. Yep, now it's the end of that discussion. And let's see, are we going to have perhaps a courtesy runner at first? I think that's the change that's going to be made for Brush. With 2 down and the junior third baseman up, that'll be Natalie Metzger.
Into the game for
running at first for the Beet Diggers.
Number 4, Natalie Metzger running at first.
So here is Brisa.
For the Beet Diggers, junior third base, number 26, Brisa Aguirre Garcia.
Brisa this season has hit 2 home runs. The Beet Diggers have 5 as a team. 2 by Alicia and 1 by Ludgate, which was an inside the Parker. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch outside, throw to first, and that ball nearly skipped away. I'm not sure why you want to make that throw of your Chisholm. You make a bad throw, that could eliminate a force. And again, you're not going to get cheap outs. The Beet Diggers did have a couple of base running miscues early in the game. 1 ball and no strikes. The offering swung on and fisted left side. Shortstop, long throw to first is in time as Ryan Mergelman makes the play, and the Brush Beet Digger season is over. The final score in the regional semifinal.
Beet Diggers 5.
Meeker 7,
to Meeker. They just
Brush 5.
Tournament.
We'll take a break on the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Meeker will be taking on this.
The Beet Digger post-game show is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water for your field. Now is the time to begin your planning for next year's growing season. Call Dusty or Roxy, 970-571-2024. Meeker has eliminated Brush in the regional semifinals 7-5. For Meeker, 7 runs on 9 hits, 4 errors, 10 left on base. For the Beet Diggers, 5 runs, 6 hits, 4 errors, and 4 left on base. The winning pitcher was Addison Knowles. The loss went to Avery Lefevre, who pitched very well and struck out 10. Time of the game, exactly 2 hours. The first inning made a huge difference for Meeker as they had 4 base hits. Kasten Dembowski with an RBI single. Ryan Mergelman did the same. And they scored 2 additional runs, including a sac fly by Emma Bauer to make it 4-0. Beet Diggers came back with 2 runs in the bottom of the first, an RBI ground out from Brisa Aguirre Garcia, and a run-scoring single from Reese Lambert. It became 5-2 in the second on Ashlyn Ducey's sac fly, then 6-2 in the third. As Meeker got an RBI single from Autumn Stallings, the Beet Diggers then scored the next 3 runs of the game. Reese Lambert with an RBI single. She had 2 hits in the game to make it 6-3. And then Molly Wolf was able to drive in a run. Tegan Haluska did the same. It was 6-5. And then Meeker scored a run in the top of the 6th inning on an RBI double from Mergelman. But that was it. The Beet Diggers did have a base runner on in the bottom of the 7th inning, but Meeker improves to 14-8. They will play Strasburg in the regional championship game coming up in about 20 minutes, while the Beet Diggers end the season at 11-13 following this 7-5 setback. Keep in mind, our next broadcast of Beet Digger Sports will be coming up on Friday. Tyler Carmen and the Schwami, Paul Acosta, will be in Greeley when the football team, the Brush football team at 5-2, takes on University for the league title. Well, congratulations to the Bead Diggers on a season that nearly got them to the state tournament once again. They certainly battled. They picked up some important wins in a 15 seed. And to the two seniors, Avery Lefevre and Reese Lambert, both played extremely well today. The final score from Strasburg High School in the Region 2 semifinals, the 18 seed Meeker eliminates the 15 seed Brush 7-5. I'm John Beltran on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.